We have since arrived to Delta 6, Scott and Stefan. By the way, Stefan, does your elder bro works at A6 next door? El alarma cease? See, he works every day with exception of weekends and holidays. Yes, anyhow in the past few days, once I and Julian head to Nitro Octave Synergy while Julian gets his subwoofer mounted on his crossover. As I get new rims, I do note some fellow on his electric motorcycle and electric vehicle charging as I was charging my PHEV Sport Rally Hatchie. Now the same fellow drives the hatch. Same color as mine but different trim. 2023 Flex Conix. While mine is a 2022 Flex Farah. Person who is in the Conix, who are you and where are you from?
I am Milos Elitostar. I am elder siblings of Andrew, Rex, Scott and Mark Elitostar. I am 30 and I reside in Elite City Metro. I am an indie racer as I race at Zen Speedway. You should note I to participate as independent on the upcoming 2 races toward end of match 2023 and initial 3rd of April. You may know Mark Elitostar aka Mark E. Cryptor from RDK 3000 TriStar. Since heard from him. Once I visit to RDK 3000 TriStar main HQ. Concerning Ozzie as Mark has since talked to Chubby H. Cryptor and his sibling Daniel. Ozzie is getting better, as I have since personally met him at Elite City Public General Hospital earlier this morning. I have since given him a model replica of the early 90s Ford Sierra 4x4 Estate, the one that Chubby H. Cryptor drives.
Affirmative Milos, anyhow I'm Mark E. Cryptor here, as I want to remind you that Canbordy Street is to be closed to vehicle and bicycle traffic but not foot traffic due to fireworks danger hazard for the new Kiplion Duodekimal year starting at 1300 hours, 1 o'clock p.m.
That must be a model car you gave to me as it looks like the one Chubby H. Cryptor drives. I would like to give a huge thanks to you.
No problem. By the way, must ask, how did the incident happen in which result in you being transported to the hospital, and when?
It was a subject last Monday, March 13, 2023 after 1 o'clock p.m.
I do recall. I was halfway into practice at this time at Zen Speedway.
Ozzie, you are going down. I hate you as I can't stand on furries especially in diapers. Take this.
Please no.
Ozzie Cryptor, I Shawnee Cryptor must note that you must inform TrexElito of the new Kiplion. Oh my god. Excuse me, it's an emergency.
Oh my god. I do see some fellow who caused serious harm to Ozzie, and Ozzie must be seriously hurt as some fool punched and fist-fighted Ozzie. Thank goodness it has been stopped by the teacher as Sean is determining the scope as I to inform Chubby as I to start video call with him. Chubby H. Cryptor at RDK main HQ. Code square 3, code square 3. Ozzie must have been seriously hurt. Some student attacked Ozzie.
Oh my god. I must inform Daniel H. of the matter. Raidtzer P. Cryptor, I must head to Elite City District Public Elementary School, as it's an emergency. Ozzie has been hurt. Some fool has since assaulted Ozzie, but the teacher has since stopped the action. Suspend the project until I come back.
Oh my god. Oh dear, will do. As a result as your request, collab work on the customization on interior Mark Z Cryptor's car is suspended. What? Bruh. I'm Mark Zaniels aka Mark Z Cryptor. Raptor must note, what with the delay? Mark Z, the project is to be suspended because Chubby needed to see Ozzie after such unfortunate incident at school done by his classmate. I would like Corey Zanders aka Corey Z Cryptor, to substitute also the 3 Amigos to volunteer. Okay, this is I go alert Farah, also telephone Kenka, Ilitatina, and Trax Rex if they could opt in to volunteer for the project.
Any response from the principal on the fool responsible?
He to face expulsion as a result of the incident.
However, for some reason, the police has since also gotten dispatched as the fellow has since left with handcuffs on him escorted by the officers from the ECPD, and an ambulance was also dispatched as Ozzie gets transported to the hospital.
This as I must telephone the Elite City District Public General Hospital in an hour or two on the status of Ozzie's condition. Maybe see him either late tonight or tomorrow as Daniel Harrowsion is en route to the hospital to check on Ozzie.
I am Mark Elito Trap. I do want to apologize on the matter concerning my niece Eric, as I do note he has since harmed Ozzie a lot, in which result in him bruised and injured, in which needed hospitalization, in addition to prosecution by the ECPD, and permaban from RDK 3000 TriStar and DG Square Elito Sat. The Elito Traps will also sanction Eric as per punishment taken by the family as his mother, my sister Danielle, in which is also cousin of RDK ATR's Stefan AT Cryptor and my cousin Jason Elito Trap, Delta 6 worker. in which Stefan and Jason also learn, in which Jason and Delta 6 will refuse service to Eric, as my sis Danielle and the extended family also wants to apologize on the matter as my parents. Aunt and uncle will also sanction Eric on the matter as they also want to apologize on the matter as they say the actions are unjust as punishment needed to be served on the person responsible.
I do accept your apology, as he must face punishment in the harshest manner possible.
Just curious, Mark Ilitatrap, what type of punishment would Eric serve?
He will be grounded for the next 12 years, ending in 2035, EY 1035. However, if he gets ungrounded, once he turns 20, possibly in 2035, EY 1035, and once he steps foot outside Ilitopia to Tronic Diamond Union, he would be extradited to Altronic City as he to be sentenced to death.
Thanks Skittles. I will name it as Oreo. Clever name, Ozzie.
Yes Skittles, it sure is a clever name. As for you Ozzie, Daniel Hathrose will be arriving in half hour as he to check on you for socializing for the time being as Bradley, and my colleagues Sean T. Crypto and Ishio ESK Crypto will visit in the next hour.
Okay Chubby.
I do note, as I talked to Mark Elitotrar, in which he made his visit in past 15 minutes, he sent you some flowers and a rubber bracelet. Now, I do note, Skittles sent you the plushie?
Yes, they sent the visit late this morning at 11 o'clock. I named the plushie as Oreo.
That is also the name of my dog, Oreo.
Just curious, what breed?
Dalmatian canine.
Trax Rex, do I hear some dog barking? Ilitatina, yes, that must be some dog barking, as it's coming from inside Milos Conix Hachi. This as I can know, he must have left his dog in his car, as that is a huge no-no. This reminds me, Mark E. Crypter, I have to unlock Milo's car, and to get Arya out of the vehicle as he should look in the back seat or hatch area before he lock his vehicle. This is I to take care of him for now. This is for you Mark Ilitatrap. Inform Alex Ilitatrap to get a hold of Milos Elitostar. He left Arya in the rear seat of his car in which I had to take her out of the car. We'll do it immediately. Mark E. Crypter from RDK 3000 TriStar. Jason Elitotrap, get Milos Elitostar's attention immediately. He left his dog named Arya in his vehicle, however his relative Mark has gotten the dog out of said vehicle.
Mark Elito trap, he is aware of it as Scott Elitostar SE Stars plays has came to Mark Crypter, Mark Elitostar on the dog, as Scott will bring the dog home. Actually, Rex Elitostar will bring the dog home as I have since noted Rex's car and waved at him as he went to Delta 6.
Are you sure, Scott Elitostar, your relative, famous singer Rex Elitostar to bring the dog back to the Elitostars?
Yes.
No wonder you said an action word to prevent a dogfight between Baxter and Oreo. Your voice must be powerful enough to get Baxter's attention.
Yes. This is I do not want a dogfight to my dog, Arya, as I adopted the dog in the past week. I do not want her to lose her life in such unfortunate event. Now, Rex has since called the A6 to place order. This is it to be for takeout, as it to cost 36 Elios as I to pay on debit. This is we must head to the section in which teddy bears get sold, as we must get a 30 centimeter, 75 kilo nitro, 12-inch version. Foot long? Yes, Ilitatina. How many, and which? 1, as it must resemble the fellow we met once we and DRBE departed Elito Munich's kingdom and Kb.P 227 back to Elite City Metro with Zen S Crypter, Farah, Raptor, and Ruba K Crypter. Ozzie and Skittles friend, Bradley? Yes, Stefan, as we must then get the stuff for the Kiplion Duodekimal year to occur at 1400 hours.
You are in luck, as we have plenty in stock including the one in question. Follow me as I show you where it is.
What a trip. Anyhow, good thing we made it home, although we had to report to the Elitopian Border Immigration and Customs Office just in Elite City's east side adjacent to Japantown District in Elitopian/Blitz Dinozonian border crossing, for declaration as it went smoothly. Yes, this is I had to head to my house immediately since I heard from Chimo, my dog Lucky has since given birth to puppies. Wow. Ilitatina must wonder, when does your dog given birth to puppies, Kenka? Earlier today at 2 o'clock p.m.
Whoa, oh my god, Kenka, are you sure? Your dog given birth to puppies. I Chris K Crypter must need to know as I to inform Ichiro ESK Crypter of the matter immediately.
Yes.
I did not expect this to happen, as I Ruba K Crypter knew. For you Scott Elitostar Kip, what are the puppy names?
There are 3 puppies. Their names are Dozer, Splix, and Quartz.
Hey, I noted you and your team has went back from a lengthy trip. Let me introduce ourselves. I am Skittles and this is Ozzie.
Konnichiwa, Kenka, Scott Elitostar Kip here. Hola amigo, I am Ilitatina, Stefan Ilitostan. Game on. I am Rex TrexElito. How cute, a young bear cub. Just curious, who are you, and who's your owner?
I am Bradley, as the owners are Sean T. Crypter.
What brings you here? Sean T. Crypter must explain. Just last year, he was in a wildlife reserve in Sandopian in the Canberra World District, where the Sandopian Civil War broke out. As the opposition were hiding in the wildlife reserve, the nationalists in warplanes dropped bombs onto the opposition. As the opposition were killed, unfortunately it killed the animals too, and destroyed the wildlife reserve, although there were some survivors including the fellow named Bradley, as the fellows were rescued and was taken care in facility in Oislanian, where he suffered PTSD, as he was then sent to Altronic City for further treatment, as he then was transferred to Elite City Metro. Hey there, Tokyo Raystar, who is the fellow beside you?
Hey there, Scott Elitostar Kip, Rex TrexElito and Stefan Elitostan. This is my friend Ryoko.
Hey there, Scott, Rex and Stefan, as I am Ryoko Silverfoxa. I am 18 and reside in the Scandinavian district in northern Anatolia in the Arctic, in a region in which is remote.
This explains you must be a furry, being an Arctic fox type.
Yes.
Do you drive?
I do not drive a vehicle. I had to sit in front passenger in Tokyo's car.
This makes me Scott Elitostar Kip wonder, how did you get to Elite City, Federal District, Elitopia? That is a 6 time zone jump from Central Anatolian time. Hope you set your watch behind 6 hours to Elite City time.
I use some teleport action, although I do note I must had to report to customs when visiting region in subject immediately after.
Scott, Anatolia is not yet on daylight saving time, as it's 5 hours, not 6. We spring forward last Sunday. Anatolians will spring forward on March 26, 2023, with Webchester to obverse DST year-round thanks to the motion passed in the Webchesterian Parliament in recent days. Understood, Rex. Also, we do not have enough time to chat with Ryoko, we must get things then head to the A6.
Thanks Scott and Rex. It resembles the one being Bradley, as I do note, even have pacifier and diapers on the teddy bear.
Yes, as it costs at a reasonable price, 4 Elios, during the Elito Independence and new Kiplion Duodekimal year sale.
New Kiplion Duodecimal year? What year? As I do note it is based on a 12 by 32 format, 32 days a month and 12 months in a year, and when it to occur.
Intent choice, 2.4 hours, at 2 o'clock p.m., 75.0 EMT, 1800 TRX as we are in Choi 65 already, 11:36 a.m., 1560 TRX. Correct, Kenka, at 1400 hours sharp in 1 Kalishi in Kanbor DEI and Spinelian Duodekimal timekeeping or 100 Kiotrokins is subject to also occur at midnight Kiplionian Kingdom in Kb.P. 227, Star versus the Forces of Evil in Kanbordian version, Muni World. In which to be year 2 Grove 7 Doza 7 or 379.
Alerta, 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 alerta. Debemos dirigirnos al alarma 6 de inmediato. Nuestro almuerzo que ordenamos está listo.
We must head to the alarm 6 right away. Our lunch we ordered is ready. You sure, Stefan? Yes, as I called my relative who works there, he told me via telephone that the food is ready as we must head to our vehicles now. We want to apologize as we have to head out for lunch at the A6.
Okay, Stefan, thanks for the visit.
Thank you for ordering El Alarm Assis. The Alarm 6. Rex TrexElito.
You are welcome, Diego Lapis. Hope you have a splendid new Kiplion Duodekimal year. Feliz Anno Duodecimal Nuevo Kiplioniano.
Feliz año duodecimal nuevo Kiplioniano. Adiós.
Goodbye. I must note, it's spicy, but not too hot. Did you order the one with mild peppers? Yes, Stefan, I don't want hot peppers. Understood, Rex. Now, as I said earlier today, I to check out the subject at Gamer Corner, being the compact wireless gaming keyboard from Kitech G. Oh yes. I Kinkanu, the new Kitech G ZX7000 GR Pro Competition Mini Wireless 3 to 5 Mechanical RGB Blitz CX Speed Switch Gaming Keyboard. Kinka, the one costs 72 Elios, but it's on sale for 50 Elios at Gamer Corner during the Elito Independence sale. With discount since we being part of DRBE as we won the Costa Grand Finals, would cost 40 Elios.
I already have the item as I do love the product, although I also got the numpad and such.
Really? Which color, and who are you?
Yes, I got the one in black as I do not want the one in white. I got the one with the blue keys and yellow backstrip. I am Mitchel TrexElito. I reside in Elite City at 72 Kanbordi Street, at Apartment Complex Alpha, 2nd floor above Gamer Corner as I was born in Elite City Metro. I am 22, to turn 23 next month.
When in April 2023, Delta EY 1023.
Actually to be end of this month, on March 31st, 2023.
Is your birthday day to occur at the Happy New Month Canbordy Quartzy and Kb.P 18, like were you born at 3 o'clock p.m. on March 31st, 2000?
No, I was born in the morning around sunrise.
No wonder Scout coins get barred as form of payment for tourists of Scoutistan, as they would either use the Nippon Yens or the Tronic Diamond Sickles. I messaged Ichiro Tatukup in past couple hours in Sisteka. He has since cancelled plans for trip to Scout City, Scoutistan, due to the flash hyperinflation, in which one Scout coin is in PAR with Canbordy Canver coins. Worth roughly few to couple yens to one Scout coin and 72 Scout coin to one Elio, 14.5 of these to one TD sickle. I Scott Elitostar wonder was there some event in which occurred in Scoutistan in which was responsible to this?
There has been a major cyber attack late yesterday evening our time, midday in Scout City and where your cousin resides in Sisteka, Nipponland, as the cyber attack impacted the Scoutistanian financial system causing a major stock market sell-off in Scoutistan and several national banks collapsed in flash hyperinflation, although Scoutistan is secondary membership country of the Tronic Diamond Union as secondary currency is sickle. The sickle had no impact thus it was not pegged to the sickle. If it were to be pegged but pegging the regional currencies except the Caledesian Zeniko to the sickle, would cause economic disaster to the entire Tronic Diamond Union also Elitopia and Canbordy, and Canberworld too but the pegging will not take place for weeks. The personnel who done it is yet to be determined as the investigation is underway, with help from the Huixatex Union as with the Tronic Diamond and Elitopian counterparts.
This explains why the ECSX and Elitodac is trading higher, as with the Zenodax and Blitz Dinozanian, but Rixtopolian stock indexes are not trading due to holiday, with Altronican stocks closing higher, Webchesterian stock index closing flat with minor downside bias. As Huixatex and Korhotopian stocks closed flat, with upside bias, as for Scoutistan, plummeted 90% with safety breakers not implemented.
Yes, and adding insult to injury, Scoutistan will get some nasty weather, as the area will experience some significant weather, with heavy intense torrential rain, strong winds with gusts up to 100 to 110 km per hour, local gusts up to 120 to 150 km per hour, intense thunderstorms, even severe weather with tornadoes, some may be strong to intense and long-lived, with hail 3 to 4 centimeters, with possibly up to 5 to 10 centimeters in flash flooding as the storms to occur after new Kiplion Duodekimal year.
Intense tornadoes? Long track? Would one or two of the tornadoes even strike the Hanhanguk land or Nippon land, even Hanzong, or Tokyo, even Sisteka?
The subject you said is not going to happen although will be close encounter but to remain offshore to the east of Tokyo and Sisteka. But Sisteka would embrace least effects in terms of rain and winds with gusts up to 70 km per hour and rainfall rate of 30 to 40 mm per hour.
What you said on the timing, to occur after 2 p.m. here, 1800 hours universal time, 3 at night in Sisteka and Scout City, based on the time now, 12:33 p.m. here, 1:33 a.m. over there, minimum 90 minutes. I would be surprised if tornado alarms go off in Scoutistan at stroke of new Kiplion Duodekimal year in Scout City.
It won't arrive until 4 p.m. our time, 5 a.m. over there.
Yeah. Good grief. Anyhow we must look at the keyboards in subject.
Thank you for shopping at Gamer Corner, Rex, Scott, and Stefan. Game on. Have fun gaming.
I Alex Edward can take the bags for you. Scottelito Starkip as I and my bro Brian Edward put the items in the bag. This is for you Michelle Zaniels. Why is your cousin Mark Zaniels here as with his friend Corey Zanders?
Alex, they have made a visit in past minute. They are on break from work from RDK 3000 TriStar.
Now, I do note back in the past 4 years, on August 6th, 2019 or Theta 5th, EY 1019 when I met you at the store in intersection of Rocky Street and Rock Street next to the convention center. Why did you now work at the store on Canbord Street? And since when?
In past few months because this store has been expanded and in which the other store had to merge with this one as the store next to the convention center is now a mall for the stores in which used to be within walking from here distance including Rex Clocks and Athletics R Us.
I am surprised that one Elio is now worth 1 million Scout Coin. This is the Scout Coin is to be replaced with the sickle? Gosh, the remaining KBUEM, the one at Canberra Hub Elite City is since no longer accepting the Scout Coin. This is I do note the notice just now. Scutistan officials has since officially abolished the Scout Coin as they to adopt the sickle as primary currency. This will require change of membership of the TDU from secondary to primary as conventional time will be switched to metric time, as the Gregorian calendar will be no more in Scutistan, as with common metric system is that to switch to the Tronic Diamond counterpart. Now the weather over in Scutistan, it to turn nasty in a couple hours, as it will be much worse than the subject to occur in Elite City shortly after the ball drop for the new Kiplion Duodekimal year, in over an hour. As I since got my new rain gear and my umbrella as I checked weather report on my phone in the past 5 minutes as it to rain hard and to be quite breezy with gusts up to 60 km per hour or 36 km per choi.
That is a nifty video game. My cousin from Sisteka do play the video game a lot. Anyhow, the on-screen text is in English, not Japanese. Where does it get set concerning the language? In the game settings under language when accessed via pause menu or before starting the round, i.e. once you launch the video game on gaming computer or console, or when the round concludes, as it can also be accessed via main menu.
Does it even support Russian? My cousin resides in East Anatolia in Federal Union of Democratic States, living in Meskor, adjacent to Block C Federation, Roblushan Federation and Blosko, as he plays the video game too.
Yes, also Korean, Arabic, French, Spanish, Elitish, Munish, Canberlish, Nalosi Canloinchi, Elito Munich and Kiplionish.
Kiplionish. Has the video game been exported from Nipponland direct from Tokyo in Kb.E. 224 to Kiplion Kingdom in Kb.E. 227?
No. Scott Elitostar must explain, it gets exported to Kb.P City then gets exported to Kiplionian Kingdom. Kinka, actually it gets exported to Kiplionian, formerly Kiplionian at facility in Mudcup City then gets sent to Kb.P City then sent to Kiplionian Kingdom. Who said that? Me. Mark K. Crypter from RDK 3000 TriStar Kiplionian Unit Division who is visiting Elite City Metro for the day, as I departed Mudcup City hours ago as I arrived in past 40 minutes. However I had made a stop to Kb.P City, as I talked to, Rikikan, Rex X Crypter over at RDKFictional on subject on the Kip coin and Canber coin to the Scoutistanian Scout coin along with Kb.P Kiplionian relations also subject on the new Kiplion Duodekimal year to occur 0100 Mudcup City. 1400 hours RDK and Elite City, 2300 hours KBTS. Yes, Rex, as it to occur at 1 at night in Mudcup City, 11 o'clock p.m., 2300 hours KBTS as other subject is in 100 minutes time, 1 hour 40 minutes. This is, gosh, 39 minutes remaining already to new Kiplion Duodekimal year. This is its 021 already in MKC.
39 minutes, I must check my watch to confirm. Oh my god, he is right, as it's 1:21 p.m. right now here, 13:21 hours where it's 23:21 in Kiplionian Kingdom. 1:30 p.m. already, now I do note subject to occur in half hour. I wonder if FUDS in East Anatolia would celebrate the subject, or at least Mesgor, or neighboring countries to the east i.e. Nippon land where Scott Elitostar's cousin Ichigo Tatukip resides, in Sistika, unsure on Tokyo, maybe the areas to the west of FUDS, within Anatolia, maybe Webchester and Webchesterfield, and Alftronic and Omnistar maybe to the south of FUDS, Jungland, or Bara Hinduland, with New Delhi, or Mumba Hindi or east, central Asida, or west Asida i.e. Middle Easy, Arabi zone but not Arabi land and Mecca as it's prohibited as per Islamic, Sharia law. Or to the south like Kb.P Republic or Korjotopia, or at least Huexitex Union or Kiplionian.
It's not celebrated in Tokyo and Sisteka, Nippon land, nor Hindu land, Zhongland, Dahung land including Suli, nor FUDS even most of Anatolia and all of Asida, nor Ozzie land, only places in Anatolia is Webchester. Altronic and Omni Republics to be celebrating, as with Kb.P Republic, and across Betacont with exception of Scoutistan, Prehups across the TDU, Xenopolia, Blitz Dinozania, ATR and Omni, Korhatopia, Huexitex Union, Vexistan, Texada, Hextopolia, Kudo-Pak Union, Pacifica, Ultimopia. Kesar, Jinxtopolia, also Rixtopolia and newest member, Tontopia, also most areas in Elitopia including Reeker, Sharkville, and here in Elite City in most districts as there to be fireworks with some area using ball drop, some to use tower light up floor by floor. Even outside Kb.P 224 being Kb.P 471 in certain areas including Elitos Plixia and Altronis Plix Republic also in Kb.P 227, Elito Munich's Kingdom, and in the Mecca of the celebrations, all across Kiplion Kingdom. It's not celebrated in Kiplionian nor most other areas in Canber Zone. Welcome back to VWGT on Vero Television and Cast on RDK TV service in Elito Gamer ESP. I am Smith Phelps.
I am Mickey James.
I am Sean Richardson. We are broadcasting live at the new VWGT set at Studio GRX at Elito Telemedia HQ in Elite City, Elitopia. Before the programming break, our correspondent Mark Elito Trapp said he departs Elito NYE Central via lift of Excite from Esports Arena section, as we join with Raymond Blake at Elito Gamer ESP Studios beside Raymond.
I am Raymond Blake, he is at Elito NYE Central. Before we go to him, we must note that during transport, he brought 6 of the fellows, Mitchel TrexElito, the 3 Amigos who are part of DRBE, Kenka, Illidatina, and Trax Rex, also Mike Kinders and Ryoko Crypter from RDK 3000 TriStar, Rubakistar. This is the 6 fellows are off camera from the scene at the Elito NYE Central as told by Mark Elito Trapp, whose nickname being Quartz. We explain on his nickname later on in a few. This is he is hyped on the action already. This is we are joined with Mark Elito Trapp over at the Elito NYE Central as he was transported via lift of Excite from Esports Arena section of DG Square Elitosat during the commercial break as he was previously covering the LAN party. Now, who requested you to head there? It was King of DG Square Elitosat Richard Jinkster and Lion of DG SELZ Jared Raystar in which requests to bring me here as they toggled the lift of Excite and told me to go on it as I get sent to the Elito NYE Central to report on subject for VWGT platform. This is the gang over at Elito NYE Central is going to do the countdown sequence to begin in the next minute, for the new Kiplion Duodekimal year, toward KLY.DZ2 Grovy 7 Doza 7 or 379 in base 10. This is the live feeds on the video board to feature the live shots of Skycam view of Elite City Metro, Elitopia, and also from Kb.P City. Kb.P Republic as it gets shown as per discretion of DG Square Elitosat as they chose to not include the Skycam view of Altronic City, Silver City, Korhadapia even Xenopolis City nor Kesar City nor Sign City, Tantapia, with live shot of Kiplionian Kingdom within 5 minutes remaining on the countdown ending at 6 minutes overtime. This is I am grabbing my air horn and awaiting the cue as I look at the clock app on my tablet as it's nearing 1 Doza 11, 2 Doza 9, or 23:45 Kiplion, 1:45 PM, 13:45 Elite City as the subject is armed and ready to fire, counting down in 5, 4, Tria, Duo, Priya, The 15-minute countdown sequence gets underway right now as that is to follow by the 1 Choi, 6 Dozinal, or 10K Trokant, 864-second countdown to occur once clock strikes 74.0 EMT and 0 Kino Choice, 1776 TRX and 0 Decions and 1:45 PM and 36 seconds Elite City, 740 Kia Trokants, and 7:24 or 7:2 Doza assign time. This is I am also blasting this to mark final Choi, Hex Dozinal, 10 Kia Trokants, counting down in 5, 4, Tria, Duo, Priya, Hope I don't say it loud otherwise the fire bells would ring at DG Square. Mark Z Crypter, Ifera, Corey Z Crypter am thrilled when Mark Elito Trapp from Elito Gamer ESP said my nickname once he blasted the horn to mark 15-minute countdown sequence kickoff, then the 1 Choi countdown sequence counterpart. Yes, Corey, this is iRaptor note. He said it loud enough for everyone at Elito NYE section to hear but thankfully not loud enough to set off the fire alarm at DG Square Elitosat. As Farah is elitish for fire as that is discouraged as per RDK 3000 TriStar rulebook to prevent incidents concerning false fire alarm activation due to personnel shouting the word in subject whether if it's in English, elitish or other language, as he could have yelled, action, as my birthday is coming up at the end of this month. As that corresponds to the upcoming month of April 2023 and Delta EY 1023 by the way the fellows will also do it for the HNM Kb.P and Elito in the next few weeks. In which correspond to the Kb.P month of Quartz and Kb.P 18 in which occurs day after the Kb.P EI and Spinelian Duodekimal calendar counterpart of 7th month of Ugwa Marisha of Kb.SDY1 Grovy 2 Doza 8 or 176. This is I to cover the ELG Game Jam Esports Mania Omega 2023. EY 1023 in April, as with the Tronic Diamond counterpart, and 2 gaming conventions, Elito GamerCon 2023, EY 1023 from March 31st, to April 15th, 2023 and TD GamerCon 2K on via Trokant 100,009 to 100,010 being April 1st to 20th. 2023 This is the esports match tournaments to kick off during the convention as some of the matches will be held at the convention. Being Elite City Convention Center and Altronic City Convention Center however with prevention in place due to fire alarm earlier in the day at the Convention Center in Altronic City, during a campaign rally for Canbertronic Party for the Altronican election to take place next week. As it was blamed by the supporter by the Tronix party as the leader of the party Milos Troni Canbronix, was spooked when fire alarm bells rang in the middle of the speech as he interrupts when he heard the fire bells, as the incident occurred at 10:24 AM Elite City, 60.0 EMT, 1440 TRX. time as we showed still excerpt from ATR Newsnet.
Mark and Corey. You should note that VWGT needed to prematurely end due to important event coming up at the top of the hour in which we requested a little telemedia to Cast RDK 3000 TriStar today on the very important topic of the new Kiplion Duodekimal year, as that is unrelated to the sports and gaming. As my cousin Sean and Robert Zylostar, who in which their friends are working for Vero Television. They say that Sean and Robert's friends who are producers at Vero Television at their discretion as with other producers that they make the call to prematurely end for VWGT and to air RDK 3000 TriStar today. As you should all DVR recording operation of VWGT on your DVR units in your office and / or at your residences remotely from your phone or pocket mates if you record VWGT on an episode basis.
DVR recording was already stopped on my and Corey's DVR units since 1324 by me, Mark Z Cryptor, Mark Zany Els, Raptor as with Corey Z Cryptor, Corey Zanders, Farah at our discretion remotely via manual stop. Yes, this is Corey note. The VWGT hosts to be back as always for VWG2N, however I won't DVR the episode, this because of another DVR event that is already armed to record on different channel, soccer, being the Elitopian Premier League preseason. Ryker vs Dynamite City at Ryker Dome. This is David Zanders need to DVR the soccer match in question on Elito Sports 4 as Friday's episode of VWG2N won't be armed on DVR either due to EWE Friday Night SmackDown.
I do note, this as the Elitopian Wrestling Entertainment, the EWE, to host Friday Night SmackDown, Wednesday Night Smack Raw and Monday Night Raw at area other than DG Square Elitosat starting tomorrow evening toward end of the month because the Wrestling Arena section of DG Square Elitosat is doing some renovations as the Elito Dome over at ELU will be home to the EWE for the next 2 weeks. Ahem. I must inform Mark E. Cryptor very shortly because I see the TV. Milos Elitostar has since went north from Elito Square, as the Indie Racer is heading toward RDK 3000 TriStar HQ to the lobby.
Speaking of him, Corey must note, I was messaging with him in past moments. He is not heading to RDK 3000 TriStar Bureau but he to head to the CZ garage within walking distance. My new track day car replacing my motorcycle and Hachi has gotten attention to Savage Sistanen. Dewey Todd Ball and the fellas at Raptor Tuning as they need Milo's attention on the subject. Is it electric, gas, hybrid? Raptor must know. It is a PHEV plug-in hybrid, all-wheel drive with 3 electric motors, 2 front, 1 rear with twin turbocharged and supercharged inline 4 engine with 6-speed DCT auto transmission with manual shift mode. The turbocharger and supercharger are electrically assisted. The engine powers the rear wheels.
This explains the similar car I drove in the past years once I resided in Roblo Federation when I was divisional leader of RDKRBX. It was also a plug-in hybrid but it's now a fully electric car in which Sean Zylostar converted it into. This as Robert Zylostar drives as his daily. Whoa, excuse me, that is so unwarranted. Thank God for the auto sensor system, as I gotta alert RDK 3000 TriStar security of the matter immediately.
Oh my god, you should, as that fool who photobombed onto Studio RDX needed to be off the set immediately.
We do want to apologize to the viewers as there has been an incident that the topless female has since photobombed in front of us in front of the TV cameras in which tripped off our automatic AI sensor system preventing the bits to be shown in which would have offended to younger viewers as she went off camera toward camera's right, my left.
This is Mark E. Cryptor learned. She was streaking out of the washroom, mind the alarm blaring in the background next to Studio RDX. We now learn that the topless female has used the restricted door to enter to DG Square Elitosat, as that is only reserved for RDK staff. As she's at esports arena section right now as LAN party gets in progress still as their security and our security do know of this and are en route. That dusha bag. Nudity at DG Square Elitosat is a bannable offense. Hope she be caught really soon hopefully before the new Kiplion Duodekimal year. If she does sex with some fellow, being a male at DG Square Elitosat, she would get barred for life, as it also goes toward charges by the ECPD for indecency exposure in public place as it's against the law. She to also face arrest and end up in jail. Yes, Corey however be aware of updated rule. If the person gets forced to have sex and does sexual activity, in which would result for him to well, you know what, he would be banned from the establishment for life also. If he works there, he would also be fired.
Tokyo Racer and Ryoko. I'm right behind you and willing to overtake.
Tokyo Raystar, this Evo 9 have powerful engine. Is the engine turbocharged? Also I am looking at the speedometer on the gauge cluster to the left of the tachometer. You must be going over 240 kilometers per hour plus.
Yes, as it have a 6-speed manual and all-wheel drive.
Anyhow, I must check time as I have clear view of clock tower nearby since the subject is near. Despite fireworks ban at the speedway, 1:54 p.m. Just 6 minutes. Whoa, now it shows the time in duodecimal. 1 dozy 1 4 dozy 6. I must note the subject below. Time in 24-hour format in base 10, 1354. In the middle and lower display, what on Terra where it shows the Kiplion Duodekimal numerals even ones for base 10. I do note the one in Western Arabic numerals and Roman/Latin characters as it's 6 to midnight in Kiplionian Kingdom, in Kb.P 227, Star versus the Forces of Evil in Cambodian version. Muni World as they to have a blast in the Kiplion Duodekimal year of Kl.DZ2 bro 7 dozy 7 or 379 to occur in half dozen minutes.
You should note there is a clock in the center dash of my Evo 9, in which matches the time on the clock tower you just saw as it's 1:55 p.m. just now, 5 to 2. Now why did you turn on the radio, Ryoko?
I needed to check into the news coverage on the radio on radio station Rextraction said to me in the last hour, Elito News Radio 95.3 FM.
Okay, as I know you are hyped on the event, however do not, repeat, do not under any circumstances celebrate the Kiplion Duodekimal year in my car as you might gonna distract me, as that is very dangerous as it could result in a crash causing us to be killed or hurt, or either one of us, and severe damage to my Evo 9 in which to be costly, especially in the middle of a friendly race. Even to other vehicles, in which would result in damage to vehicles and or injury to the drivers especially Ryoko and Cameron, or injury to others and damage to property or equipment perhaps face ban from Zen Speedway.
Yes, or even us. Robert Kaistar and Sean Kaistar in our 2023 Flex Ferris. Anyhow we are approaching right behind you, Ryoko, Toki, Cameron and Ryoko. Yes, as we are willing to overtake. Anyhow we are down to 4 minutes to the event, 13:56.
That was the live report from MWR-TV and RRTKL from Muni and Kiplion Kingdoms as with Elito Muni 24 from Elito Muni City. Elito Muni Kingdom. Star versus the Forces of Evil in Cambodian version from the Super Universal Enchant Galaxial Port Uplink system as we have 3 minutes toward the new Kiplionian Duodekimal year of 277 or 379 in base 10. Approaching 2 Dino Choi's then final Dozinel in Cambodian Spinelian Duodekimal timekeeping.
Yes, Stephen also 1 minute in Splix timekeeping as the Splix ball is gonna lower first in front of RDK 3000 TriStar Canbor DRBE, and at Canberra Tower in Elite City as I Chris Canborda are at rooftop at KB News 24X Bureau. KBMK in Canbor D City as I see the subjects lowering through my binoculars.
Heads up, final Dozinel in Cambodian Spinelian Duodekimal timekeeping inbound or final Monaro to the new Kiplion Duodekimal year. Less than 1 Gruven seconds to go, approaching 11 dozen.
Mitchell on the two-way radio, thanks for the time check as it's 7:29 sign, less than 4 decinutes and 1.6 Dino Choi's remaining, getting close to 2 minutes on the clock as it's approaching 13:58.
Approaching 1:58 p.m. We better suspend until 2:15 because of Ryoko as Tokyo Racer is getting off the trap right now as I must do the same. This is for you Cameron, you must get off the trap too and head back on at 2:15.
Okay, at Ryoko as I to head off and issue 15-minute timeout for me, at Ryoko in Tokyo. Mitchell, Robert, and Sean, you continue at your discretion but don't over-celebrate please.
We won't.
Same as we must sprint to see who crosses first once the clock strikes 2.
On it, race on, toward the final lap, E-Turbo Boost.
Raptor and Farah at RDK 3000 TriStar Main HQ, Kenka, Elitatina and Trax Rex at DigiSquare Elitozon. You must be watching us via live stream.
Trax Rex here, we are watching the subject on Elito Rev on the TV. Flash coverage began since 13:53.
Do you mean we drivers are on television in our cars?
Yes. Sprint into the finish hard. I Mark Z Crypter aka Mark Zaniels do note that I also Corey Z Crypter, Corey Zanders are watching the live stream on our tablets as we also are checking news outlets, Elito News 24, Jinx 24 ATR News Net, Zeno 24, Corejotnet 24, Corejotnet 24, TCWB News 24 even RDK 3000 TriStar television service as we have less than a minute remaining on the countdown. Yes, Raptor, this is Ifera note, we are into the final decinute inbound.
This is in behalf of RDK 3000 TriStar to our family to yours from I Chris K Crypto.
And I, Mark E. Cryptor, wishing those a splendid new Kiplion Duodekimal year of 2 Grove 7 Doza 7 or 379 as it's the final countdown.
20 seconds. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, E0, E1, E2, E3, E4, E5, E6, E7, E8, E9, EX, EE.
Happy new Kiplion Duodekimal year.
700
KLY.DZ, 2 Grove 7 Doza 7 or 379.
1800, 7:30 sign time.
Phew, it's quite a soaker, as a rainfall warning level 1 is in force for Elite City Metro, as it's also quite breezy out and quite chilly. As I am prepared, now the authorities told me, that I have since told Max SD Cryptor from RDK 3000 TriStar, it's only concerning in relation to Joey Daniels and not the others.
That is the wrong flag, you idiot. That is the Elitopian flag, DZon 4. You must raise the pirate flag. Now bring down the Elito flag and raise the pirate flag.
Darn! Even though I was an omni-immigrant from Elitopia since Neotrocan 999, as Elitopia has celebrated its 253rd year of the independence, and the prior day as Independence Day was on Gamma 15, 2000 TD or Y1023, March 17, 2023.
No wonder the fireworks still going off in Kiplion Kingdom in Kb.P 227. This as it's been going off for 10 choice, 2.4 hours. In Kiplion, especially in Mudcup City, fireworks can only last up to 60 minutes for special events. For this example, New Year's on January 1st. 2023. This is Mark K. Crypter and RDK 3000 TriStar Kiplion Unit Division must adhere to regulations, especially when celebrating new Elite Year UI 1023 coinciding with Tronic Diamond Metric and Solar Millennium Neotrocant 1000.0. Year 2000 of the Tronic Diamond era, in which Kiplion officials call it as the Universal New Year of 2023, and New Canber Year Kb.P 18 5 hours prior and 2 hours after New Year 2023 celebrations in local time in Mudcup City. Yes, this is Irikikan and the fellows at RDK 3000 TriStar Canbordi only do it for New Canber Year for 2.4 hours, 1 Kiplion Canbordi and Spinealian Duodekimal timekeeping or 10 choice, 240 decinutes, 2 hours 24 minutes 0 seconds. As he and I remotely done it from the establishment in Elite City, being this bureau during the RDKNYE Gala, via remote uplink through secure and encrypted connection uplink, whereas KBSKSO only does it up to 2 hours max, and other organizations up to 30 to 60 minutes. Half Kalishi toward 1.5 hours as per their discretion. It's been 1 Kalishi already. Yes, Rex X Crypter, hope it to stop toward dawn in Kiplion Kingdom, or perhaps toward New Grand, Choi, Decinute, Maya, Mark, Minero, Achu and Trocant 0, 2000 hours RDKELC, 0500 KBT, 205 KBDT, Midnight Universal Time, toward 15th, Gamma EY 1023. Official day of Ethiopian independence, but won't be observed toward dawn in Elite City, translating to 7 in the morning on 17th, March 2023 in my home location, Mudcup City.
It won't stop until Choi 1990 no Choi 0 Kino Choi 0 Elite Metric Time, hour 23 Decinute 76 Decian 0 Tracks Time, hour 23 minute 45 second 36 Universal Time, hour 19 minute 45 second 36 RDK 3000 TriStar Clock Time and Elite City Time, hour 4 minute 45 second 36 Canberra Time. Kalaki 2 Dozenal 5 Binal 0 Canberra Spinel Duodecimal Time, hour 6 minute 45 second 36 UX Skiplion Time, Trocant 990 K0 and Metri hour 9 Minero 54 or 4 doses 6 sign time after 144 or 1 Grove Mineros / Dozenals being 2 Metri hours or Koli Kais, 24 or 2 dozen Mineros / Dozenals. 5 hours 45 minutes 36 seconds, 24 choice, 576 decinutes, 240,000 trocants, slightly over 5 3/4 hours, translating to fireworks stop across Kiplion Kingdom at hour 5, minute 45, or 3 dozen 9, second 36 or 3 dozen Kiplion Kingdom.
This in the next 3 hours, 17.5 minutes, as it's 16:28. RDK gets now.
3 hours 17 minutes. It's not even halftime yet. Halftime isn't for the next 24 minutes. Anyhow, I must note subject I observed just yesterday on March 15th, 2023 around midday Mudcup City time, when I was riding my motorboat. I felt a bump in which I was in Kiplion waters on Kiphex River, just 200 or so meters from RDK 3000 TriStar Kiplion Unit Division Center HQ's north side in Mudcup City. I wonder if it's a dolphin or killer whale until I check the sonar. It was originated from Hextapolian side of the river, this as it remained in Kiplion, as I looked via cameras, determined to be a submarine. It then went backwards and went rammed into my motorboat as I went overboard as the motorboat capsized, this in which it morphed into a jet ski right away. Thank God I was wearing my life jacket, goggles, cap, helmet, splash jacket and wetsuit. I had to put on my flippers and diving gear as the submarine was stationary as I swam and dove toward the fellows through open window of submarine, in which fellows inside were already knew of subject. Maybe some alarm went off inside the submarine, one of the fellows told me to back away from the submarine. I placed some tracker on the submarine without their attention. I checked the track to be into open waters heading to Scoutistan or Nippon Land, or Zhong Land, or Danghu Land as I surfaced and went onto the jet ski and zoomed back to RDKKIP to alert RDK HUX attacks of subject. Hex H Crypter told me, the firm in Hextapolia will monitor the movement as with us. The drone will be launched sometime on the 17th to observe the action by the endorsed firm.
Next is, Braden Kiondo and Nikia Nichikona has go to ZBG building for help that Red Spilks and forget release fake news and LN24 get released to that Red Zando for not worry about failure of release fake news in Elitopia. Next is Cynthia Doylan goes to Star 2000 building for help with Red Lannis Evie. Sadie and Pachelani goes to CHQ building for help with that Red Vulpix for help fake news, and Stefan Gaisonia goes to SRJ64 building for help with that Red Larantis for fake news. Don't worry that pause scene for prevent that stupid Xanders.
About 1 2/5 minutes later forget aired some R34 in ZBG group.
Hear this, the ZBG News Studio, that one has owning channel aired an all entire of ZBG television. I goes hacked to the R34 Pokemon for all ZBG channel and all entire day in all ZBG channel before fake news and ZBG on ELN24 by Evil Splixson. Catherine has made that new porn year 2020 at about 7 PM for happy new porn year 2020, now goes hacked about 5 minutes get all ZBG channel get R34 Pokemon series and along with NCS remix for very good luck and all ZBG make to all ZBG television has first free R34 Pokemon series for everyone in Elitopian.
5 minutes later of hacker later.
Now is started on 32 seconds left for remix when started of show R34 Pokemon with 2 hours edition. Ha 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 ha. I already calling to Natalie Paulson for done get play mode with extra about 33 seconds of original. Natalie Paulson has get open play mode.
Yeah. Brayden, that's best R34 Pokemon and open program New Year mode for Happy New Porn Year 2020 countdown. Here go. For R34 Pokemon A mix of NCS and Happy New Porn Year 2020 special. Aired in all ZBG except ELN24 for new fake news has aired about 7:01 PM.
Hear this, the Z Tower clock systems, IGOS set to 31st of December 1970 at 23:57 UTC with New Year mode called Happy New Porn Year 1971 with very epic cloud of no copyright sound music. IGOS off sync mode and off DST mode for Elitopia has changed stupid DST time. I magic to this machine. Fiona is best magic of Can World ever, set to 31st of December 1970 at 23:57 UTC with New Year countdown. After midnight get Happy New Porn Year 1971 with very epic cloud in NCS. Sync set in current time and no DST change mode. Yes. Happy New Porn Year is coming for 3 minutes. I used NCS music set to 800% of original sound. Elitopia has officially get whole year in regular time zone for 150 years from 1971 up to 2121. This mean Elitopia get DST is back in year 2122. Ha 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 ha. We goes back to Natalie for report that Elite year 1970 calendar.
There.
This is Islam as we know it to be no more, and Ramadan gets cancelled as the Islamic calendar to be abolished.
This is they to adopt the Canbor DEIN currency, replacing the Scoutistanian currency with the Tronic Diamond Sickle and placeholder as of now, as they to switch to the Canbor coin in the next 41 Kia Trokins at the Happy New Hacks Year 2K.
This is RDK 3000 TriStar today. Webchest Simon Ginster, bringing to you live over at RDK Newsline Webchester Studios at RDK 3000 TriStar Webchester Unit Division Centre Headquarters in Webchesterfield, Webchester. We welcome to the viewers on RDK TV Elite City and international feeds. Headlines at 8 AM Webchester, 4 AM RDK and Elite City, 3:33 Kyatrokants.
Now, I must head to KBFS to meet with my friend who works there, then head to Canberra 7 to get a slushie. Okay, got my slushie, Canberberry flavor, my favorite, as I head to the Canberra Mall. Checked the weather, to be a nice any day or Saturday but cooler than normal, only high of 20 degrees Celsius or 31 kbmi as my large slushie is at the cup holder, as I to check the time, on the vehicle gauges on my car once I cycle through the displays in middle and right sections. 13:52 kbt, 8 to 2 in the afternoon as I must revert back to digital speedo in Canberra numeral system whereas the right showing the speedometer to show the analog clock as I can also read analog also to show the Kb.P in the subdial, as I do note. In the next 10 hours and several minutes to be the new semana and week of Stardia and Marketa/Sunday. Is that to be the new 42-day cycle or 3 to 6 in Duodekimal, 6 week or 7 semana, 3 fortnights. Anyhow the radio station I listen to, Canberra Hits 100, playing some gaming music, in which gets playing at DGkin 7 Canberra's at during esports matches, reminds me of the gaming conventions outside Canberra but the one within Canberra isn't until the summer. This in which on day 1 of the convention being regional esports tournament, one to occur on the eve of the happy new month Canberra of Quartz and Kb.P 18, 31st Fin and Kb.P 18 or 31st, March 2023, being subject in Elite City, Wheeltop, Elitopia, I must watch what I say. And the one a few days after, on the new TD and Elito month, kickoff of Delta month of year 2000 of the Tronic Diamond era and Elite year EY 1023 or Canberra year Kb.P 18, being the Tronic Diamond counterpart in Altronic City. Altronic Republic. This is the ELG Game Jam Esports Mania Omega 2023, EY 1023, Kb.P 18 to kick off on start of Quartz and in which to be April with the Tronic Diamond counterpart being TDESP Esports Gamer Battle Quartz Neotrokant 1000.1, 2000 TDE, 2023, Kb.P 18 on 3rd Quartzen. This is I am considering trip to see the Elito counterpart then TD counterpart as I have since arrived at Canberra Mall to get things for the trip also for Happy New Month Canberra event when on a trip. Sorry to disturb your sleep, Richard. No worries, Robert. Can 2000, as my alarm was due in the next 2 minutes at 5 AM Elite City, 2 PM Kb.T. Are you at Canberra Mall in Canberra City? Yes. Which area? Canberra. I Canberra must know, it's like Canberra EIN version of store I go to on occasion, Kb.P in downtown Elite City and other places in Elitopia plus Xenopolian counterpart, Xenobi. Now, what does the gaming keyboard the three fellows got in the past week or so? The Kitech GZX 7000 GR Pro 3.5 Mini Wireless RGB Mechanical Gaming Keyboard. It gets sold at Gamer Corner and Kb.P for 72 Elitopian Elios, about 5200 Canberra coins. Well here in Canberra, it's branded as Canberra Tech as it's on sale for 4800 Canberra coins, discount from 5400. Wow. It sure is a good price, if you have enough, go consider purchasing it now. This is, oh my god, pardon the language. Oh my god, some action outside Canberra Mall, some NYE music and fireworks. The RDK 3000 TriStar roll call alarm gets blaring now as I heard it from Canberra Street in Elite City. I must bring in Rikikan immediately. Rikikan, what is going on? Fireworks are going off with New Year audibles across Canberra City. The DZon and TroniZon's Happy New Hacks Year 2K subject is active. I also the fellows at RDK 3000 TriStar Divisional Bureaus are holding an urgent meeting on the subject since 1320 Kb.T, 420 ELS. Kin 2K, tune your radio to some news station and / or tune the TV to KB News 24 Deck, Elito News 24 International Canberra or RDK Kin TV immediately. Will do. Rikikan.
What time does the poll close and when do we await the results?
Poll close at 775 Kiotrokins this evening. First batch of results to arrive 25 Kiotrokins later at 800 Kiotrokins.
That is 1836 and 1912 Universal Time, translating to 2:36 p.m. and 3:12 p.m. Elite City Time, as I must note the mentioned times this afternoon in Elite City where I reside.
Steve and Sean, is there to be coverage of the results from outside Altronic Republic, perhaps outside the TDU?
Yes, Daniel, it to be on KB News 24 deck in Cambodian television on Akashan as with KH24.
How about in Elitopia where my friend Mitchell resides?
Depends on which area. Do he lives in Elite City Metro?
Yes.
It to be on RDK TV. Also Elito News 24, Jinx 24, and discussed in general talk show format on BWGT on Vero and Elito Social on Triangle Television and Jinx TV.
This is the product costs 70 Lyos within Elitopia and 350 sickles across the Tronic Diamond Union, a price drop of 2 Lyos or 10 sickles, as it costs 5,000 canned coins in Kb.P Republic as we review the product. At 12 PM our Elitocity, however, to be in segment in RDK 3000 Tristar today lunch bites hosts in separate review. We have this news alert just in a VWGT alert, as we have since learned that there's going to be a surprise event to be held at the initial day of Elito GamerCon 2023, EY 1023 to occur at 3 PM this afternoon Elitocity time.
You should note this to occur at the Kb.P Happy New Month and Season of Quartz and Kb.P 18 in which coincides with Delta EY 1023 and April 2023 and second quarter of the year, but the event is not related to the subject nor other NYE related events including the new Elite Metric half year to occur day after Easter, or the Tronic Diamond Ditro Camp 24 hours after the new EMHY to be gaming event held at the Convention Center in Elitocity at first day of this year's Elito GamerCon.
We at VWGT will be on top of the developments as with the fellows over at Elito Gamer ESP as we to report live on the convention floor in the next few hours as the fellows over at RDK Newsline will be on top of it as well.
Correct, Robert James. However, first Chris also Mark have to take over for now for RDK TV service for RDK TSRT Flash Report. I am Chris K. Cryptor and this is Mark K. Cryptor over at Studio RDX. This just into RDK 3000 TriStar RDK Newsline.
We at RDK Newsline as with VWGT has since learned of the surprise event to occur at 1500 hours RDK and Elite City, in which to occur at the Kb.P HNM, but it's not an NYE event but more of gaming related event, it to be held at the Elite City Convention Center during day 1 of Elito GamerCon 2023, EY 1023 kicking off today. Whoa. Some event at the Convention Center at the Elitopian Gaming Convention Kb.P 18, 2023, as for locals say is Elito GamerCon 2023, EY 1023 no wonder 2023 and Kb.P 18 is Elite Year EY 1023 on the Elitopian calendar as the outgoing month of Finita or March is Gamma as the incoming one for Quartzen or April is Delta, and today being the 31st, being 29th on the Elito? Have the Elitopian calendar being used alongside the civil calendar, in which is then derived to a Kb.P EIN counterpart, have different day of month pattern being a triple 30-30-130-130 pattern for leap years, with next one for the next year of Kb.P 19, or 2024 being EY 1024. This is the 6th month being June or Jacan, being Zeta have 30 days, not 31, in common years i.e. for this year, 2023 or Kb.P 18 being EY 1023. This is they must had a blast 23 years ago once we can board EIN's Usher in year 2000 only Elitopian's Usher in EY 1000. This is 23 years later, a copycat of the year 2000 celebrations but in the Tronic Diamond era corresponding to the event in the area in the next stop, Altronic City, alongside Neotrocant 1000.0 as I do know a couple days after Canboard E-Day. To be Neotrocant 1000.1 and day prior elite metric half year of EMS 85 MLE with epoch of start of BKP 5, or 2000 being EY 1000. The other one, being main, have epoch of elite year 0 or year 1000 AD at the start of the year just centuries before Muni and Kiplion calendar start in Muni and Kiplionian kingdoms. Anyhow I do have my chili I ordered at the A6 for takeout as I placed the slushy container in the recycling and discarded the compostable straw in the trash. No wonder Elitopia joins Canboard E on phasing out single-use plastics as I ordered some soda pop as well with the compostable straw but in different color and chili bowl also compostable. Oh. A Canboard EIN tourist who's visiting Elite City Metro on the eve of the Canberra HNM. This is, he's heading to Elito Gamer Con 2023, EY 1023. Has he heard of the report just announced on the radio he listening to in which event starts at 3? I must have to head to the convention center while at it as I do have my VIP pass since I am part of DRBE as Ilitatina and Trax Rex is already there as their cars are parked as I to park next to Rex and Stefan's cars. Stefan, once I taste your chili compared to mine, it was spicy hot. Mine was like mild but yours was like so OMG so MLG on the spicy level as my mouth was burning already after having a bite as I had to drink remainder of my drink plus I had to run to the nearest water fountain. Yes, this is I warned you, it's hot, Robert. Stefan, although you said it in Spanish in which I do not understand. I do want to apologize as next time I to also say it in English.
This as we want to remind the viewers of Vero Television that Vero News Midday is only to be viewed or listened on the streaming channel on mobiles, tablets, devices, computers, pocket mates and smart televisions on the Vero Plus app, free download from the App Store or on the website at www.verotv.elp/live. In addition to smart devices and on the radio of Vero Radio also separate audio of this channel, however for those at Elito Gamer ESP, we have to say goodbye as Raymond Blake will be anchoring the special for the Elito Gamer Con special at Elitocity Convention Center as for RDK viewers. VWGT 5000th episode will be in an hour intermission as we will be back at 1 PM Elitocity. For Vero TV VWGT will be back after word from sponsor from Kitech G. As for RDK TV viewers, we hand off to Mark and Chris.
Thank you Andrew James being special host for VWGT 5000th episode special. This as he said, VWGT will be in a 60-minute intermission as the hosts to be back at 1300 RDK and Elite City. For this channel, anyhow for those still willing to watch, tune to Vero TV now maybe have another television or turn on pick to RDK TV or tune your radio to RDKTSR radio service 1 or 2. This is RDK 3000 TriStar Today Lunch Bites begins right now.
This is we are powered up always.
Always on all RDK networks, television, radio, streaming and more.
As we are bringing to you live for the next 60 minutes.
I am Chris K. Crypter, Shakerz, Chris Kaistar.
And I am Mark E. Crypter, Mark Elitostar, bringing to live over at RDK 3000 TriStar RDK Newsline News Center Studio RDX at RDK 3000 TriStar Main HQ in Elite City, Federal District, Elitopia. Headlines at midday.
But we must begin with this significant financial development just into RDK 3000 TriStar today to the RDK Newsline. According to report released via press release at 665 Kiatrokans or 11 to 57 RDK and Elite City Time, 66.5 EMT, 1596 TRX, from the Tronic Diamond Central Authority in Alftronic City, in which the new stock Einded has since been debuted, called the TD Stocks 784, in which there will be 784 companies on stock exchanges in the Tronic Diamond Union primary and secondary membership countries, and under by the TroniZon Treaty. Also Elitopian stocks with ties to the TDU on the ECSX and Elito DAC to be on the index, including our own RDK 3000 TriStar on the Elite City Stock Exchange, ticker symbol RDK.EX. Currently trading at 1,265 Elitopian Elios 75 Elio cents per share, higher by 4 Elios 50, with 750,215 shares trading.
The index will start at 9,000 to begin start of trade on eve of new Tronic Diamond J-Trokant and stroke of new Elite Metric half year of EMS 85 MLE to occur April 10th. 2023 at midnight Universal Time, 2000 hours RDK, and Elite City April 9th, 2023, 00.0 EMT and 0000 TRX. 0 Kiatrokans on Delta 8th, Elite Year EY 1023 and 2000 TDE. Stock pricing format to be in the Tronic Diamond Sickle, with secondary currencies accepted being Elitopian Elios, Webchesterian Pounds, Kalodzian Xenacos, and Canbordi Canber coins. This converts to 0500 Kb.T 10th quartz and Kb.P 18, this is IKIN 2000 no, supportive currency being Canber coin. Good thing Rex X Cryptor is still in video call. Rikikan. Have you heard of report? Yes, as I am watching the report even on KB News 24 deck with news banner showing business flash and not just in, breaking news aka KB News 24 deck alert, or news alert, nor market alert / business alert, as I have secondary television tuned to RDK TV main and Canbordi feeds. Are you going to invest on certain stocks on that day? Take note, you must have to convert some of your Canber coins to Tronic Diamond Sickles, as you must have to talk to a financial advisor being fellows over at Canber Bank since you are new to the stock exchange. As you should look into domestic aka Canbordi EIN stocks as well listed on the Canber Stocks Exchange, also tour of the Canbordi City Stock Exchange once you head back from Elite City to Canbordi City. I will head back to Kb.P City after stop in Altronic City as I to head to Altronic City after end of day first Quartzen or early on second. Then you should tour the TR-DAX market site next to RDK 3000 TriStar Altronic Unit Division Center headquarters once you arrive there. I will go inform Stefan AT Crypter of RDKATR the matter soon. Oh wait, for some reason, I still have him in video call in line too, unsure if he has since heard what I and Kin2K said.
Actually, I heard what you said as I also received the statement at RDKATR at 665 Kiatricans, 2057 Kb.P and 1157 Elite City, as I will make arrangements with the VIP to tour the facility in specific for the tourists are welcome there.
I Canber from DRBE no, you heading to the stock exchange in Altronic City once you depart Elite City, Elitopia 24 to 48 hours after Canber HNM and hours toward Elitopian and Tronic Diamond counterpart before you head to the gaming convention in Altronic City Convention Center? Yes. When? On 2nd Quartzen or 2nd April maybe after 1420 Kb.P, 0920 UTK, 0520 ELS, maybe after 600 Kiatrokans or 6 o'clock Canber Spinel Universal Time. You should note it's also called sign time, so after 6 o'clock sign, Choi 60, 1440 TRX. Take note once you arrive, your vehicle will be inspected to determine if it's a green car as I note your car, a PHEV at EV charging station, it should pass without issues. Also you must set your vehicle speedometer to include km per trocant while keeping primary units to kilometers per hour. Speed limit signs are in km per trocant. Metric time is primarily used, so have your watch showing Canber Spinel Duodekimal time set to universal counterpart since I note you have metric markings on the bevel on your new analog watch. Yes, as I must set conventional time counterpart to UTK as I do have my digital watch showing time in Kb.T. Kb.DT also local time.
Robert Xarkers, IZN Crypter do note, you plan to invest in stock markets in the next month? You should understand the risks that come with it as the markets can be volatile at times, as you should invest with caution, as you can stop trade once you feel uncomfortable, although you could risk losing all of your money. Or earn a hefty lot of money like millions of Kb.P Canber coins or tens of thousands of Elitopian Helios, as your bro RexX Crypter said. You should talk to a financial advisor and market broker first before you plan your first trade. Also start with a small amount like few hundred Canber coins, about 2 to 3 or so Helios, then increase if warranted. You should also start with trading gold or silver then stocks or options. Although I also do note you also head to Altronic Republic, I will send you travel guide brochure of the country, also the city Altronic City, as you should note the store TD Can store, just like the D6. As with the trending restaurant I went to since my last visit to Altronic City with Stefan AT Crypter few days after Altronic election. In which is much more grand than the one in Crypter City than Costa Aero and Roblo Federation I used to reside before fall of 2022 when I moved to Elite City. Also the one in Trex City my bro Trexer, Rex Lickstar, resides, also similar to the one in Elite City.
Yes, send this as I Mark Zaniels, Raptor, Mark Z Crypter know that my friend Daniel Kiplionian went there every via Trocant or 10 days, Metri week on 9's day, as it's just next to the convention center just a block across DGtron, RDKATR and TR-DAX. Correct, Mark, this is I Corey Zanders, Farah, Corey Z Crypter note, it even plays rock music at times as I and Raptor head there to dine out every few weeks on our free time on Saturdays at the one in Elite City. Mark, Corey, Zen, I can 2K know. It to have delicious meals although does not accept the Canber coin at the restaurant at the destination as I to convert to the sickle upon arrival once I depart Elite City but must convert back to Canber coin once I head back to Kb.P City 2 days before Kb.P Day on 6th Quartzen Kb.P. 18 or 6th, April 2023 on a Darwinota or Thursday.
April 6th, 2023? That is Delta 4th, EY 1023 just 2 days toward Kb.P Day as you said, as IZN Crypter must know to get something over at D6 for Bogey's birthday on April 8th, 2023 or Delta 6th, EY 1023 is with Stefan AT Crypter's birthday as with Julian's birthday as well a day prior on April 7th, 2023 or Delta 5th. EY1023, as I to send you subject once you depart Elite City to send subject to Stefan A.T. Crypter. Also to Canbordy Kiplion over at KB784 once you head back on the 6th for his day on April 8th, 2023, Delta 6th, EY1023 and 8 quarts and Kb.P 18. RexX Crypter have his stuff already set as once fireworks go off for Canbordy Day. You go track RexX Crypter's car and follow him after 015 Kb.T on the 8th of quarts and Kb.P 18 or April 8th, 2023 and what the jumbo bumblebee who bumped into me, or which object, maybe some dog, or land drone. Mark Z Crypter, who or what bumped into me, as I was not paying attention as it came from behind.
I Chubby H Crypter will explain. Zen Z Crypter, it was coming from Ozzie and Skittles in Skittles macro car in which I was in one of it when I was in panda form before 2021, EY1021 once I was transformed to human form via operation from Elito Wizard. It has been modified by the RDK hex for use by Ozzie and Skittles.
This is for you Ozzie and Skittles. Please bear in mind that you should always watch your surroundings. Also use the horn if necessary, but only use the courtesy horn, 2 of the ones in blue and green. The green one is suited for indoors or when close to a bunch of people on foot. Usage via blue button is not recommended as it's suited for outdoor use a distance away from fellows. Also operate with caution and go slow.
Yes, as Zen said, use the courtesy horn. Do not repeat, do not use the normal horn or the awuga. That is in black and red.
Noted. Anyhow I must watch the speedo and not go over 5 to 10 kilometers per hour, or 5 nitros per choy. Skittles, we are down to quarter charge on the battery pack. Did you forgot to plug it in yesterday night? No. We also have no hydrogen fuel as the fuel cell stack is disabled.
Oh my, good thing we have battery packs that Raidtzer P Crypter have on hand in his RDK pack, as we to battery swap your macro car once warranted as with hydrogen tank modules to snap on full of hydrogen fuel.
Yes, this is Raidtzer P Crypter must put that on now concerning the H2 tank module as I to replace the empty one with a charged one also change the battery packs now. Go shut off the power immediately. Skittles this is I to do module swap.
Okay. By the way, what with the subject on April 8th 2023? Is there a special day?
That is to be Canboard Day, originally called as Canbordy's birthday, in which translates to 6th Delta EY1023 and 8th quarts and Kb.18P on the Canboard calendar, being the 9th of Aquamasa of Kb.SDY128 in Decimal, 176 in base 10 as the new month on the 1824 system. Called the Canbordy and Spinelian Duodekimal calendar in Canbolish, or Canbordy and Spinelian Duodecimal /Decimal calendar in English also called for the RDK hex as KB Spin Cal, is today on the 31st of March, 2023 or 29th Gamma EY1023, 31st Finan Kb.18P. You should note a Canbordy and tourist who is visiting Elite City, Elitopia for a couple days, who resided in Canbordy City, being Robert Xarkers or Khan 2000, brother of divisional leader of RDK 3000 Trista Canbordy Unit Division, RexX Crypter, aka Rexican or Rex Xarkers.
Yes Cubby H Crypter from RDK 3000 TriStar as I spell as Kubby in Canberlish concerning the first name. As for you Ozzie and Skittles in the macro card, you also must note of the Happy New Month Canbordy event to occur 0000 Kb.T, Canberra time, and 0 o'clock Kb.DT. Being Canbordy and Spinelian Duodekimal time, midnight in Canbordy City where I reside, translating to 3 in the afternoon local time here as time in Canbordy City is 9 hours ahead of local time here, and 5 hours ahead of universal time, UTK in Canberlish. This is Rikikan will have a blast on the Canberra HNM doubleheader, in the second night today over at RDKkan in Canbordy City as the fireworks show to be epic.
You should note that UTK means UTC in normal English, being correlated universal time, also known as universal time, GMT, Greenwich Mean Time or Zulu time. Not only the HNM Canberra event to occur at 3 this afternoon, 79.1 EMT, 1900 TRX. Also the Flash event to occur at the convention center in which gets recently announced just last hour in which is part of the Elitopian video gaming convention with the video game tournament to begin from the League of Electronic Sports or esports in short, codenamed Omega to begin tomorrow. You should note that some video games may not be for you but some may be suited for everyone. For example, some virtual sport, in that case in a form, for example being motorsport racing, in esports being competition, e-pre being virtual racing cars on a virtual track. One of it is named Speed Blitz 2020, in which gets featured in e-pre as it gets shown on Elito Rev and Elito Gamer ESP on the television, in which the 24 hours of virtual Elito to be held this weekend, as I also some fellows of RDK 3000 Trista will be participants. Leading to the physical race the following weekend, but after Easter, to be done by professional racing drivers.
Esports and motorsport racing? A virtual form of competition motorsport race? Like they race in virtual cars on virtual racing map?
Yes, as some may resemble the replicas of the racing cars at Zen Speedway as we spectate the Elito Pre 1600 this past weekend in person. Also some may resemble concept racing cars debuted by Flex Motors, TRDA and others.
Yes, as you should note, my elder brother Daniel Rogers, who was born Alftronic and who emigrated to Elite City days before the Alftronic metric millennium in mid-June 2021, mid-Zeta EY 1021, just weeks before the Summer Elito Olympics, he to take part of 24 hours of Elito on eve of the G-Trocan. Anyhow, I am Stefan Rogers from Optic Elito Battle Tag Splix, as I am an Elitopian immigrant from Alftronic Republic, as I saw Ozzie and Skittles and Diapers being the youngsters in a toy car, but more advanced, as I do note they are special needs who suffer from autism and regression.
You are correct. Anyhow, I am Chubby H. Crypta, one of the Kedivas of the duos, as another Kediva is Ishio ESK Crypta, being Ishio Elitostar Kip, nickname of Tamishi being Soul, as he's cousin of Scott Elitostar Kip being Kenka being Fight. In which Scott is part of DRBE Esports, in which DRBE won the past tournament, in which they have met with your relatives in Alftronic City with your ally Optictronic. Are you in support of autism and regression awareness, especially toward children and young furries?
Yes, as I also the fellows at Optic Elito and the fellows at Elito Phase to pursue the organization who's hosting the event at the Canberra HNN to be a charity event for the cause of the subject, as I have a niece who suffers mild instances of it. He is 9 but he does not wear diapers, as he is Mark Rogers, as he is standing beside me with his mom, my elder sister Crystal Rogers, who she's 30, as she is writer of children's books, in which I do note Ozzie and Skittles loves to read books from her by Elito Books Publishings.
Yes, Stefan, as the latest book has just been released in the past 24 hours, as for you Chubby H. Crypter, from RDK 3000 TriStar. You should go to the bookstore at a Little Mall shopping center in Elite City tomorrow, to get the book for Ozzie and Skittles, as I saw Ozzie at the hospital once I received news in which he gets discharged earlier in the week, as the book to be dedicated to the duos, as it costs 4 Elios 25.
My sibling Daniel Hatrose has got the book in subject this morning at 10:15 a.m. He to arrive to Elite City Convention Center in a few minutes with the book in subject.
I heard what you said, Crystal Rogers and Chubby H. Crypter, as I Raidtzer Crypter must keep an eye out for your sibling Daniel. As for you Ozzie and Skittles, the modules are mounted as the battery and hydrogen tanks are full.
Thank you. As for you Crystal, I can't wait to read your latest book, as my dad Daniel Hathros to be reading the book with us late in the afternoon. Skittles, here he comes.
Yes, this is I Daniel has got the book for you Ozzie and Skittles, as we to read together once we arrive at the RDK main HQ, with Chubby at the lobby at ground floor before dinner. Thank God it's a 2-for-1 Easter sale going on at the bookstore, as I got the book for you Chubby H. Crypter from author Brittany Elito Jinx, being Fury of the Spinel Dozinal, in which gets superior reviews by the editors, in which I met with Tiffany Daniels with Max SD Crypter from RDK 3000 TriStar, as Tiffany and Max have the books at the bookstore.
Yes, as I met with the author back on the 30th of June, 2021 at Digi Square Elitostar during the LG Game Jam Esports Mania Blitz 2021, EY 1021, with Esports Match Blood Red Gaming, in which is now DRBE Esports with Dance City Junkers.
Yes. I Raptor remember, when I Mark Zaniels aka Mark Z Crypter was using my smartphone standing next to Corey Zanders, Farah, Corey Z Crypter back on June 30th, 2021 at around 15:20 Elite City, with smartphone being used as the universal remote via app on my phone. I do have the app in subject but on a different phone, a flip smartphone for 2023, EY1023, however back in 2021, EY1021 on June 30th or Zeta 28th, I controlled the TV with the app at DG Square Elitosat, when I was demoing the app. Once the TV was tuned from Elito News 24 to Canbernet 1 when Elito News 24 was in a programming break, when I pressed the 4 numbers at random only to find the coverage of HNM Jomlin Kb.P 16 only to be interrupted by a weather alert regarding strong thunderstorm alert for Canberra City. Yes, this is I Mickey Daniels of Elite City Cryptors, formerly Elite City Shock No. I heard some audible on the TV being thunder as I wonder it to gonna rain in Elite City only to find out it to be the TV as I checked weather report as I called Scott Elitostar to rescind plan to visit Canberra City due to the weather but he was aware of subject as he was instead planning trip to Sharkville.
Yes, however I had to rescind trip to Sharkville at that time at the last minute due to gaming convention at Alptronic City Convention Center in which I had to attend as I attended the convention in which event was held in initial half of July 2021.
Anyhow, since Kb.P 17, or 2022, the esports team based in Canberra City, Canberra City Shock gets renamed to Canberra City Thieves. Although just months later in the past month or two, Xenopolis City Shock gets renamed to Xenopolis City Trex, as Elite City Shock gets renamed to Elite City Cryptors. In Canberlish, spelled as ELITESITY space KRYPTORS, although same personnel but new name and same esports captain, Shaker, Mickey Daniels. Game on. Did you call my name? Eep. I do not expect that. It's okay, anyhow who are you? Robert Xarkers, Kin 2000, as I reside from Canberra City, Canberra Republic, who's visiting Elite City, Wheel to Polly's, I mean Elitopia. Egad, you should not say the word that start with wheel to the RDK 3000 TriStar personnel who's at Elito GamerCon. Thank God they are not within close proximation, although you mentioned proper name, Elitopia, although I do note you a Canberra tourist, as also note the Happy New Month Canberra Quartz and Kb.P 18 to occur at midnight Kb.T or 3 o'clock PM ELC, or ELS in Canberlish, in the next 2 hours as it's after 10 o'clock. PM Kb.T in 90 dec or 910 Canberra Spinel duodecimal time and several Dodge binels, Kb.DT translating to after 1 o'clock, PM Elite City being 1:01 PM and couple dozen seconds, 17:02 toward 17:03 TRX and 70.9 EMT approaching Choi 71. Also the subjects in relation to Optic Elito and Elito phase in which Richard Kanders from DRBE said a clue to us and the television audience. Yes, during the interview on RDK 3000 TriStar today, VWGT, and for some reason, Elito News 24 and KB News 24 Deck and others, as it also gets attention to Canberra Telemedia on Canbernet to be discussed on Canberra D Centre News Midnight and Canberra DEI and Television. Robert, it to also be aired on Canberra International Centre News Elitopia afternoon edition at same hour after HNM Canberra D Countdown feature being 2500 Trocant, 1.5 dozenal/minoro countdown. Please delete the selfie from your device and social media immediately, as that includes pic of Ozzie and Skittles, as you must respect their privacy, in which we do not want bullying and harassment from strangers toward the duos as a result. Also it includes pic of me, as you must have permission first before taking a pic of an RDK 3000 TriStar staff member including me, Raidtzer or P. Cryptor, as per RDK 3000 TriStar policy on media and photography, and once granted permission, do mention us as well in the post via our handles, i.e. for me, at RDK_Raid8R. Okay, I do apologize on the subject, as I will avoid talking pics of Ozzie and Skittles and to have consent first before taking selfie with you and your colleagues, as the associated media is deleted. Thank you. In addition, always respect privacy of others when you take a selfie and have their consent first before taking pics with someone, especially esports gamers and notable personnel, i.e. Raymond Blake from Elito Gamer ESP. Anyhow, where'd you get your drink bottle? Custom order, costs 9 Elios 50, or about 680 Canberra coins, as I brought it online at an Elitopian merchant based in Elite City Metro. There are various designs that sell at Delta 6, including the Canberra Collars that costs 600 Canberra coins or around 8 Elios 30 to 40 Elio cents. However, I have since got the one especially for you earlier today, since I heard from Rex X Cryptor from Canberra D City over at RDK can via video call on your trip to Elite City. Really? Yes, as I am giving it to you now. Oh my god, thank you Raidtzer P. Cryptor. You are welcome, Robert. Now, Shaker, do you have any final words? Yes, this is I to give a huge thanks to SE Stars Plays in the latest now trending video on ElitoTube on the tour of the Elito Gamer Con 2023, EY 1023. Speaking of him, he have some words to the viewers as we hand off to him now.
Game on! Scott Elitostar, SE Stars Plays here. I have to say that in the next few minutes over at my streaming channel, I will begin the live stream of the special announcement to be showcased to my fans, as I will be with my friend he is ZK Stars Plays, who's at DG Can 7 Can Borzet in Canberra City as I, and he will show a surprise on my channel on ElitoTube plus his channel on CanberraTube as it to be a blast ringing in the Canberra HNM, as we must bring up the marquee. No, not my brother Mark E.
Bro Scott E, I hate to say but we have to start airtime on RDK 3000 TriStar television services per producer's discretion. I am Mark E. Crypter over at RDK 3000 TriStar RDK Newsline News Center Studio RDX, I to be joined by Chris K. Crypter in a few. This is we want to bring a rundown of what is to come at RDK 3000 TriStar Today Blitz Edition at 1500 hours RDK and Elite City, or sooner. As we will have coverage of the Canbordi Happy New Month, also the prep of the Elito counterpart, as with other headlines including Operation Joker Alarm program to be running for 2nd year in Canbordi, and Xenopalaya, 5th year in Elitopia. And the initial launch across the Tronic Diamond Union primary countries being Omni and Altronic Republics, the TR-DAX launch, the revaluation of the Sickle and secondary membership regional currencies to be pegged to the Sickle in addition to the ELG Game Jam Esports Mania Omega 2023. EY 1023, as with the Tronic Diamond and Webchesterian counterpart, also the action at Elito Gamer Con 2023, EY 1023 and Tronic Diamond counterparts, plus a developing story and sports alert, sledgehammer incident at Convention Center, word in just the last half hour, Derek Elitotrax. Basketball player for college basketball for Elito Tech College has been sentenced to death by court order, basketball team disqualified from the ECAA Final Four, ETC vs Elitop Jan University Eagles basketball match cancelled. ETC faces permaban from ECAA-sanctioned competition college sports and athletics. ELU advances to the championship with winner of Elite City College of Tech and Rykker University tonight at 1900 hours RDK and Elite City at Rex Arena with finals tomorrow evening at same time.
This is the Elitopian University Eagles vs Elito Tech College basketball game was originally to be held at the top of the hour as ETC has been sanctioned hard as per request for basketball player who almost caused harm to the two special fellows who attended Elito GamerCon, as the player and the team needed to face the music hard as they needed to learn not to mess with the Oz and the skits. We would have hand off back to VWGT, but we have since learned that Scott Elitostar, a famous gaming live streamer, is talking about subject as he said only to be devoted to be only for Vero television viewers, as he requested us not to air the subject at this time, as he also requested the fellows at Elito News 24 not to air the subject, as Elito News 24 is now showing weather update, as we would have simulcast Elito News 24 instead, but we got told by Elito Telemedia not devote affiliate coverage due to upcoming special segment in which is only intended to Elito News 24 and Kb News 24 deck viewers concerning its exclusive segment.
This is we hand off to affiliate coverage from Zeno 24, formerly Zeno News 24, from Zeno Media in Xenopolis City, Xenopalaya with Zeno 24 today with Alex Riamas TCWB News 24, a TR Newsnet and TD News 1 MK is in a programming break as we will break in or switch feeds if needed. Oh my god. Oh my god. Again. Yeesh. That is so unwarranted. We must not forget the other subject to occur at 3 Elite City, Midnight Kb.P, as this is unrelated to the Canberra HNM, as we have significant information to pass to you, as it's confirmed to be a Flash special sponsored esports match by the fellows at Z Fuel and Kitech G, in which being Z Fuel Kitech G Esports Gamer Battle Siege Jam 2023, EY 1023, as for Canberra viewers, Kb.P 18 and Kb.SDY1 Grov 2 Dozy 8 or 176 as the esports teams to be Optic Elito and Elito Phase, as it to be a 2-match series, match 1 to be best of 9. First to 5 in web chesterian video game operation offensive, then in match 2 to occur shortly after map 1 and after intermission to be best of 7. First to 4 in counter blitz striker being spring update with 2 of the maps removed, Canber counter and Splix Blitz, in which you may recall. In the original release, had hidden Easter eggs in which fire at the Canber and Splix NYE events, including the upcoming HNM for example. Due to the matter, my colleagues are en route to the convention center for the match, as for the VWGT hosts for the 5000th episode, in which we were originally to hand off to them, they have been reassigned to cover the match. This is, sadly for viewers at Vero Television. The episode needed to be cut short, as the special coverage of the esports match to be on Elito Gamer ESP Xylem Cast to be also on Vero Television is per special request. As that is coming up next. News. 75 seconds. 75, no choice. 1 minute left. 60, 59, 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50, 49, 48, 37, 36, 35, 34, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 38, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, Shark alarm, get out of the water now. Repeat, shark alarm, get out of the water immediately. Shark alarm, get out of the water now. Repeat, shark alarm, get out of the water immediately. Shark alarm, get out of the water now. Repeat, shark alarm, get out of the water immediately. Shark alarm, get out of the water now. Repeat, shark alarm, get out of the water immediately. Shark alarm, get out of the water now. Repeat, shark alarm, get out of the water immediately. Shark alarm, get out of the water now. Repeat, shark alarm, get out of the water immediately. Shark alarm, get out of the water now. Repeat, shark alarm, get out of the water immediately. Well, the cause of last night's false shark alarm was blamed on the robotic submersible drone, although it was close to be a shark but it isn't, as it was disguised as a shark to disguise. It was some April Fool's prank to the ultimate extreme, tied to the H&M Canbordy and the dance fast climax, although it was briefly interrupted as it went on afterward once it was a false alarm.
Yes, although the authorities has since seized the device, as the person who controls it gets arrested and the yacht has been seized as fireworks went off from the yacht for the Happy New Month Canbordy Quartzon Kb.P 18, also to signal 1 month until the Korjotopian Mayfest, as Silver City Police and the Korjotopian Coast Guard was in patrolling mode prior to midnight, only to receive a call seconds after shark alarm active action. Anyhow, the device was near the shark alarm detection buoy with infrared camera in which detected subject, in which resulted in alarm. This in which is abuse of systems, in which such incident is illegal in Silver City and across Republic of Korjotopian, as penalties of this is thus, up to 5 years in jail and up to 10,000 Korjotopian marks in fines, and if it causes panic, toward 10 years and 25,000 marks.
Any utilization, reproduction and or distribution of work by RDK 3000 TriStar Video Studio Productions, a division of RDK 3000 TriStar without permission in part or whole, is prohibited. This RDK 3000 TriStar video presentation is CR 2023, Elite Year EY 1023, EMS 85 Millennial, EMY 373.1 Elite, Cycle 121. RDK 3000 TriStar Video Studio Productions, all rights reserved. Certain KB784 content used in this video presentation provided by Canbor LGM 784 Productions. I am Chris K. Crypter. Before we end this video presentation, word just in tonight from the fellows at Linden Lab. Second Life 20th Anniversary Bash dates has been announced, to be on June 22nd to July 11th, 2023 with the big day on June 23rd, 2023 when Second Life ushers in its 20th year in operation as it's dubbed as SL20B. More information available on the Second Life blog, at community.secondlife.com/blogs under featured news section. And lastly, the results of the Call of Duty 2023 Season Majors IV tournament ending tonight. Starting with upper round final concerning the Star Thieves versus the Optic Longhorns. The Star Thieves shut out Optic Longhorn 3-1. This is for the lower bracket round 4. Peach Phase wins 3-2 against the Big Apple Subliners. As the Subliners get eliminated, Peach Phase advance in which Optic Longhorn drops to the lower bracket in the elimination finals. Star Thieves advance to the finals. In the elimination finals, Optic Longhorn shuts out Peach Phase 3-0, and in the final, must monitor the subject on one of the feeds.
This is I, Mark Z Crypter, Raptor, Mark Zaniels will do the same. This is I, what? OTE and GOT in Elito TDE Sports. This is it, OTE going into the finish to prevent the GOT win to tie it 3-3. Whoa, look out. GOT onto it hard. What a play. This is it, oh my god. Grove and Ossitek Thieves shut out Optic Elito 4-2. This in the split second play in best of 7 in Octal of Doza 2. This is the Canbor D City Thieves shut out Optic Canber 4-2, as well ending in the last Plushie and a half. This is the related teams in another verse, being Realito subject. Concerning the CDL Major Quattro tournament, the finals. As the movie Star Thieves shuts out the Optic Longhorns in same 4-2 score ending in the past hour or so, this is it's the Thieves movement tonight in the triple play in the Canbor D, Illitopian Tronic Diamond, and the CDL. In the next match as they keep the Thieves movement going, being Grove and Ossitek Thieves versus Altronic City Shock tomorrow, and in the week ahead, to face Elite City Typtos. DG Red Blitz Esports and Xenopolis City Quartz. Then at the special Happy New Month Canbor D Gumbalin Kb.P 18 match just announced, Grove and Ossitek Thieves to compete against Canbor D City Thieves.
Ahem. The subjects unrelated to the CDL. What Raymond Blake said seconds ago will be featured on RDK Video 2023.5 as we must end the video presentation. I am Chris K. Crypter signing off, as we see you in the next video presentation. Goodbye. This preceding RDK vid program was a presentation of RDKBSP, a presentation of RDKBSP. This has been an RDK 3000 TriStar Video Studio production presentation.